me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
This is serious.
I know. This really is the world's smallest violin. See?
Well, all right. It's Sunday Fun Day, folks. Gonna just say you best buckle up, Buttercup. It's gonna be a hell of a fucking bumpy ride for some. Look who's joined me. Surprise. She can never learn to unmute herself.
Why didn't you tell me I was muted, damn it? And can you
Salty
hear me?
heifer. Salty fucking heifer. What's up?
Yeah, so you can hear me then.
No, no, can't hear you. I just feel like calling you salty heifer. Heifer of the salt.
You know. Well, no. You're the heifer. I'm the head heifer. So you're the assistant heifer? Or are you the head heifer today since this is your channel and I'm on your panel and I keep forgetting?
Just humor me and let me be head heifer for the day.
It is a beautiful day in my neighborhood, boys and girls. How about yours? How about you, JC?
Well, yeah.
A beautiful day?
It is. It's not going to be for some, though.
Well, you know, my dearly departed daddy always used to say, every day you're alive and in the world is a good day. And that is true.
I agree. So I guess maybe we should ask our guests. Can you guys hear me all right? I don't know. Cassius, I can never understand him. He's saying I have echo. I haven't touched anything, though. I thought I got my sound.
Both of us or just you or just me?
It's Cassius. Oh, it was Cassius because he had two devices on. Stop it. You know we're a ball of confusion and shittery as it is. You don't need to add to it.
Why does he keep following you? I don't get it.
I don't know. I keep asking him that, but he kind of gets out of it every time because he has a copyrighted emoji for me. Come on. I can't kick him out yet. I got to snag that copyright from him. I'm looking for a good lawyer that knows.
At least, right?
Anybody know a good lawyer that can help with copyright strikes and actually fulfill them?
A medically retired lawyer or like an ex-former fake medically retired?
Doesn't matter. I'm not picky. Not picky. Anyways, that's not what this is about at all today. Funnily enough.
Just tell everybody that.
Do you want to say hi to our guests?
I'll say hello. I do, as long as I can hear me. And then maybe...
Yeah, I'm going to mute.
I haven't spoken to JC today, just briefly, just a few minutes ago. So I have no idea what's on the agenda exactly. But you know, I'm down for anything. There's our Larnie. That's my Larnie, not your Larnie. That's my Larnie. So you're staying away from genetic code. There's your Cassius.
I want to interrupt you. Sorry, before I let you, and I will let you finish saying hi to everybody. And the only reason I'm interrupting is because I've had this thought a million times, but it's never just occurred to me to say it until now. So it's pretty much now official that I have the greatest mods in the world because most of them are your mods. Just saying. All right, I'm done.
I don't have mods. No, that's the thing. I don't.
Well, when you did, you don't now, but when you did, I collected all your.
When I did have mods, none of them were Solange or the Salty Crew supporty or the the crusty, dusty, whatever they were called. I don't know. Yeah.
I picked up your.
He inherited my mods. That's what you're saying.
That sounds better.
Divorce, I guess.
All right, carry on with your bad self. I'm gonna go get coffee and save my voice.
Oh damn! I want some coffee. Get me some too, damn it. Okay, so I left off at I started. Sorry, guys. This is gonna be fun. You talk about a cold open. That's what I'm doing right now. So Cassius, okay. Kimberly Faith, yes. I know you like her more than me. That's fine. I'll give you that one just this one time. Somebody get genetic code out of here. Blue Oyster Cult. Blue Oyster Cult. Is that what you were playing? Okay. So 80s. I just had a flashback. Hey Tamara, how are you? Good to see you.
It was. Just paid attention to my chat.
Hippie thick. Hippie. Don't interrupt me, Jen.
Don't ask me a question if you don't want an answer. Yes, it was the Blue Oyster Cult. Don't Fear the Reaper. It was the Stonebridge private mix. I put it in the chat because people ask me all the time what edits I play. So carry on with you guys.
I forgot what I was saying. Wait, that's right, hippie chick. Good to see you too. Ah, so I hope everybody's having a good weekend. Larnie again. There's Cassie's again. Karen Paradoxes. Paradoxes. Nice to see you. I don't know if I said hi to you the other night. I didn't think I saw you the other night. But either way, I'm saying hello twice for tonight and the other night. Let's just say, good to see you back. I haven't seen you in a little while. Amber. Wait, Amber? Or just Amber? Is that our Amber? Okay, I'm going to assume that's our Amber.
I'm not
Sorry,
looking, but
guys.
is
I
she
can't
blue?
find my damn rhythm. Ella Bella, Ella Bella. Hi, Ella Bella. I like you. I do. I love Ella Bella. I love her more than you, JC. So, what I mean is that I love her, but she loves me more than you. She loves me more than she loves you. That's what I meant. I'm just going to clarify that. I am her fucking favorite heifer right now out of the two of us, I think. Hi, Tracy. Seeing your cartoons all over again. That's fun. I never saw them to begin with. I wasn't here when y'all did those, but I'm here now. Kinda, not really. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. Have I done my disclaimer yet? Said hi to Hippie Chick and I'm going down. Hi, Kelly the Advocate. It's good. What happened to the comments? They just disappeared. Yeah. What? What happened? I
Get
guess
your
that's my
shit
fault.
together.
That's never gonna happen, Jen. Stop. Don't remind me. Gosh. Okay, so I said hi to Tracy. Sid Vicious, nice to see you too. Bedtime Clown, how are ya? How's the weather up there today? Y'all get a lot of rain? Got some wicked storms moving through down here. There's the Salty Crew security. Yeah, no, never been a mod. I don't have mods. Get your shit together.
And clearly she's
Right?
not blue on here, so she's not a mod on here. So shove it up your fucking pie hole, Martin Deehan, or whoever the fuck you are.
The lady witch, bitch, lady witch, bitch. I like that. The lady witch, bitch. That you need to hashtag that girl. Okay, right? Hashtag that. Glitter girl. Hey, how are ya? Saying hi to everybody
Good
that I can
girl.
see. Glitter girl. How many people are in here? Stop hacking the neighbor's Wi-Fi. Why not? It's free.
Guess who's
Good stuff.
here? Puff, puff,
The
pass, puff,
the
puff, pass, puff, puff, pass
puff puff
around.
puff puff. Where?
Stella.
Where?
I see you, Stella. Ella,
Ella
Ella.
Ella Ella. Why can't
So do you
I
want to
do
hear, while you're figuring your shit out, do
wait.
you want to hear a really kind of quick, funny story? Too bad you're going to hear it all
Okay.
anyway. I
Hi
wasn't asking.
Sherry. Okay.
So
I want to hear it.
that Karen Paradoxes that's in the chat. Whenever you and I whatever did one of our streams together last week, and of course my headspace wasn't in the best because of fuckery that was going on, but I had seen the
Mhm.
Paradoxes last name, and right away at first I started to fangirl, and I'm like, oh my god, it's Paradoxes the channel, and then I saw the name Karen in front of it, and I went, oh, it's not, it's a proper name. So I let it go, and then my instinct, my gut instinct, or my curiosity, or probably a combination of both, kicked in, and I went to the channel. Sure enough, was one of the first of, like, Abby, right along in, like, I think February, March 2019.
Mhm.
Paradox was one of
Miss
those
Marple.
channels when they Miss Marple, yeah, when they would upload videos, I would get so excited to go see them. Just saying. So now I'm fangirling. So Karen Paradoxes told me, I explained that story to her,
Yay.
and she explained that the reason that the name Karen is now at the front of it is because I guess somebody called her like the biggest Karen around, so she decided to wear the name of pride.
Well, good for you. That's the saltiness coming out of you, girl. Good to see her though. I love the Marple, the Miss Marple. Was it Miss Marple, Miss McMarple, or Miss
Nope, I can't
what
remember.
was it?
Miss
It was
McMarple.
Marple.
Sorry, I'm a stoner. She's drunk, so apologies if we're not naming the name properly. It was Miss Asimcast.
Miss Marple, McMarple. Okay, it doesn't matter. We loved
There's a
her then. We
Marple
love
in
her
there.
now. Hi,
Yeah.
YouTube lady. I'm just seeing you. It's good to see you, hon. Okay, so I don't know. She told I did ask her, or ask JC briefly. what is the format going to be for tonight. So did you already play those videos, both of them?
As Salty Crew, no, I haven't. Salty Crew, as soon as I said hi to Puff Puff Pass, they disappeared. So no, you're not blocked. Puff Puff Pass has probably gone to roll me a big fat joint.
Sunray.
So
good to see you, babe. Green Eye, hi.
Yes.
Let me say hi to my friends. Stop interrupting me, Guillermo. Okay. I want to make sure I say hi to everybody. I don't want to miss anybody because I always do most of the time, especially if it's my panel. So this is the good thing right here. I get to say hi to people if I'm able to access the chat and it stays on top, but mostly not. Yeah. Okay. So I hope everybody's having a good night. I'm not even, have I cursed yet? Or no?
Huh? Why would
have
we
I
stop?
Cursed yet?
Oh, have you? Oh, sorry, I thought you said
done,
can we curse? I don't know. I'm
not
keeping on top of your heifer vocabulary. I was kind of doing shit here. It's not about you.
Well, we did do this disclaimer.
Well, we did the disclaimer.
We did, but you know what? Tell everybody the other day when we say all kinds of expletives and vulgarities and in harsh language and vulgar language, that they kind of, you can't use the clips of us, on anybody's other videos because every other word is beep 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 beep. So that's always
and for those that are obviously I do say the fuck word a lot on here, but there's been a method to my madness. Like you just said, I'm just going to explain further. The reason that I fucking swear every fucking 2 fucking words, if not every fucking fuckity fuck word, is because I figured I'd be pretty safe from fucking that pervy fraud armchair detective wanting to ever use any of my clips on a show. Well, apparently he decided he was going to make an exception the other night. So that's really been the whole true reason of all my swearing all this time. But some people, of course, try to use it as a justification of discrediting me, which is all of a sudden now it's a problem that we swear. It's not like it's new and we just like suddenly woke up one day and started dropping F-bombs, for fuck's sakes.
But this is the thing, and I've said this several times. I used to say it. I mean, if that's the worst thing you can say about me is that I use too many vulgarities or harsh language, nothing PG-13. If that's the best people, that's what they come at me with. I'm doing good. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I think so too. I think we
both. That's what I said. I always did believe that because it's like that's the only thing they said. And I guess that was Bubbles too. Is someone that curses a lot? Yeah, that would be me. So,
and let's be very clear.
Fucking bandwagon, fuckity fuck.
Well, actually, before we get into that, I just want to address this off-com thing because I want to move along to our obviously more serious, pertinent things that we have going on. Yeah. So that off-com video that I just played when we were coming in. So. Short version, all of it in a nutshell. Martin fucking piece of shit Deehan has been taking us all for fools over this off-com business. What it boils down to, folks, if YouTube were a video sharing platform provider in a United Kingdom-based jurisdiction, YouTube was legally obliged to submit their formal notification of their video sharing platform provider service to Ofcom. That was legally obliged to be submitted by April 6, 2021. Yes, folks, April 2021, over a year ago. Now you may ask, why didn't YouTube/Google do this? Because YouTube's jurisdiction is not in the United Kingdom. YouTube's jurisdiction is in the United States of America. So Ofcom only deals with UK-based jurisdiction video sharing platform providers. And that video that you saw was the list that they have of the providers. They call them VSPs, short for video sharing platform. The list of the VSP providers that they are overseeing now. I went through that list in that video I played, and I uploaded it yesterday as well. It's just the 4-minute video alone is there by itself on my channel. And you can see the list was updated as of May 9th, 2022. And you guys can clearly see that I go into the search field. I scroll down through the whole fucking list, click in the search field, try to pull up YouTube, no results. Tried to pull up, whatchamacallit, Google, just in case people are like, well, maybe no. So Martin Deehan has literally been fucking taking us for fools all this time. Ofcom doesn't deal with anything outside of UK jurisdiction providers, and YouTube is not on that list. It's never going to be. Well, I mean, who knows what might happen in the future, but all of this bullshit that Martin Deehan was giving to us, all those, countdowns, it's going to be in the spring. It's going to be in the, first it was, I think, March or May, maybe. I think Simcast said May. I could be wrong. I thought it was March, but then again in July. All this time he was saying that Ofcom was going to be taking AD down. He was full of shit, guys.
Everything is full. He's full of shit with everything.
Well, everything he said is full of shit.
But I've always said that too. I mean, he doesn't care if he's right or wrong. That's why I said can't get right, Mr. Can't Get Right. That's what I'm going to call him, Mr. Can't Get Right.
Yeah.
I have a question though. This is the thing. I didn't.
It's not the question period time. God damn it. Yeah, go ahead.
No. When he, it's before. I know it doesn't have to do with the Ofcom, but when was it when he said that when was the BAM's roof fund GoFundMe started? When
that was in October 2021.
October what?
October 18th. October 18th.
Okay, so way before we even came out and anybody said anything about Claire.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Salty style, bitch. I mean, come on, that's stupid.
Because the girls, Sherlin Company, didn't go on BAMs until on Halloween. Yeah, and then you and I didn't even. We had that one stream where I think I fucking kind of bawled because I couldn't fucking wrap my head around what was happening. But then November 5th or 6th, we did the one where we exposed Claire for the first time about the copyright strikes. So long before.
So riddle me that, Mr. Can't Get Right. I mean, you started that for her because what? Yeah, okay. Fuck off. Fuck. Wow. Yep. That's the only thing I wanted to say. Yep. Okay. I'm done.
So moving.
I'm starting to drink.
Well, no, you're not. You're starting to drink? Have one for me. So.
No, coffee.
Just to kind of.
I'm muted.
Don't fucking tell me your goddamn fucking salty problems. I don't want to hear that shit. So, to kind of quickly kind of sum things up. Again, guys, that's me dragging my chair across my wood floor. I'm not farting. So, Martin Disgrace Deehan has tried making it out to his public that Bam and I contacted that pervy fraud armchair detective. He's been trying to twist to his narrative. He's not prepared to put out the truth that I exposed him, Salty exposed him, Bam exposed him for his lies surrounding Bam's roof fund, surrounding Claire, the non-lawyering liar, because Martin Deehan doesn't like the truth being known or exposed because he always has to be right. And he can't accept being exposed for what he really is. Because you know what, everybody? We're about to prove tonight that he is the shadiest character of fucking all of us. He has been lying to all of us this entire time. Martin Deehan, or whoever the hell you are, you may have silenced some people by giving them computers, tablets, but everybody remember, nothing comes free, and it's now about to backfire on you really fucking hard, really fucking big time. How many others did you bribe behind the scenes to keep them quiet? Martin or whatever your fucking real name is. So what I want to play before we really get into the meat and potatoes. Do you have anything you want to say, Sam, before I play that other video?
I actually was going to say something, but I kind of forgot. Damn it. Oh, this is what I'll say, that I didn't see that live stream. I mean, I went in, and I know Kelly's in here, so I can, I'll have a laugh about it. I said, hey, everybody, has Daniel gone on screen yet or gone up yet? Boom. I was blocked. I was out those times. I didn't even get a chance. So I was like,
okay, that's not where I am. Honey, that's not the video I'm talking about yet. That's not the one I'm talking
about. No, I never believed a whole lot of the stuff that people were saying because we've always been, we ignore this, we don't say that, we expect they're going to say this, whatever. But now
Shush, shush, shush.
I'm kind of listening. That's all I'm going to say until we go further. I'm listening to some of this shit now. Yeah. Mm-mm.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say I don't I'm not saying this because I see anything going on in the chat, but I just wanted before anything possibly does. I feel like a record saying this. I know tensions are high. There's a lot of fucking friction. Can we please, for my sake, not Salty's, but for my sake, let's try and be cordial with each other, with those that have personality clashes. It's not going to, taking it out on each other or hurling nasty insults or whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not going to help what's already a shitty situation. So, first thing, and I think I want to address, I know that on BAMs, definitely, and even the first stream I did with Sam after BAMs, and a little bit of the second one, this is why maybe now people might understand why I've come off, as some will say, like an angry stoner, but this is why I've kind of come off emotional, as I may have said already. I knew there was fuckery going on with Martin, or whoever the fuck he is, but I hadn't been able to fully figure out, and I mean, it's still not fully figured out, but the big giant piece of the puzzle that now we're going to see what the puzzle picture is about to come out. I didn't have any, shut up, angriest stoner ever. It's like a murderous pothead, right? So anyways, maybe once after this stream, shut up, Salty, don't encourage Kimberly Faith. Maybe you guys will now fully understand why I was as upset as I was. And to some, I may have come off angry. I was fucking frustrated because I knew there was something there. I couldn't quite prove it to anybody yet, but I wanted to give the heads up. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and give baby Forrest a little bottle for me. Thanks for popping in quickly, Bam. So what I'm going to play, this is just going to kind of show. So we know Martin put out a video the other day that basically the one that tried to portray that Bam and I had gone over to the other side. So this video is, Martin, your name, or whatever the fuck your name is, we told you. We warned you. For a week, we fucking warned you not to fucking make stupid videos. And everybody, I want to say, this has kind of been the response from Martin Deehan's YouTube channel since we've called him out about the Claire shit, called him out about the Ofcom shit. This has been the response from him. Which is always the response from him when he's called out or questioned, or don't you agree, Salty?
Yep.
Oh, she's gone.
Yep. No, I'm here.
What are you doing?
You can't hear me? Oh my God. Am I here?
All right, so I'm gonna play.
Are you there?
I'm gonna play this video.
Okay.
It's called Martin Disgrace. What did I call it actually? Where the fuck? Anyways, whatever. It's Martin Disgrace Deehan. This was sort of, I hate to use my right to reply because it sounds so stupid, but I just put out exactly what the real fucking business was. Not Martin Deehan's fluffed up, trimmed puppy or fluffy kittens, rainbows, and sparkles. This is really what went on. Beep, beep.
As I said, this is a complicated story tonight, but it leads to, in the end, through a combination of Armchair Detective and, believe it or not, one of my own troll channels a combination of myself and an AD troll channel to bring you to the conclusion that you wouldn't believe from me, but you will believe from the true Shiner channel that hates me, that had integrity enough to tell the truth rather than lie. Now, the troll channels will ignore the truth and lie. Like there's one saying today, because they're scared I can't go to court because I've got no money, they're pretending I've got a house. So they're trying to convince Frankie that, yeah, take him to court because he'll have to sell his house. I haven't got a house. But they're pretending to Frankie that I've got a house, so he'll continue this charade of taking me to court, and it useless exercise of getting blood out of a stone. So they've had to invent I've got property. I haven't. And I'm willing to bet Helen and Martin that I'll put any amount of money you want on. I don't own any property. Let's have a little bet. I could do some money. 10,000? You're liars. And that's the trouble with the truthers. I appreciate the ones that think they're helping the Ruseks, but the ones that lie to save their skins like they're doing now, they're the worst. And I don't know. I'd have to thank a few people. Bam for telling the truth about Claire, who pretended to be a lawyer to bring me down, and she wasn't. She told the truth about that. And a woman called Jen from Genetic Code has come clean on my stalker, Martin Deehan in Norway, that stalked me for 4 years, make videos every day about me, hates me, lies about me. But I'm so pleased today that one of them came forward. I think it's called Jen. I don't know if it's. She's in Canada. She swears every other word. All right. She hates my guts, calls me a crook and a con man, a pervy fraud. But she wouldn't stand Deehan lying about this Claire. And she's gone, no, not having it. Not having it. I can't hold AD to this light and hold you to a different light, Deehan. Genetic Code, yeah. And she's it's amazing what she's done, really. Amazing. I didn't think any of them had any scruples or humanity, because they just blindly have to go the party line, don't they? You know, you got to stay the party line. She crossed the divide and stood up against Deehan, the biggest stalker on YouTube. One of them came forward. I think it's called Jen. I don't know if it's. She's in Canada. She swears every other word. All right. She hates my guts. Calls me a crook and a con man, a pervy fraud. She hates my guts. Calls me a crook and a con man, a pervy fraud. She hates my guts. Calls me a crook and a con man, a pervy fraud. She hates my guts. Calls me a crook and a con man, a pervy fraud.
That's right.
Huh.
Now, this made my day, lady witch bitch. This says everything right here. Sorry, Alan, but this troll channel has always told the truth. So has Bam. That didn't change because now you think it's to your benefit. It's not. This is my favorite part. Especially when you literally just admitted by Jen holding you up to this light along with Deehan, you are lying about everything.
I didn't see that. That's a good one. It's true. I like that. It's true.
Oh God, you definitely earned that Lady Witch bitch moniker, my friend. Holy shit. Doesn't get any more in your face than that, does it?
I
You
know.
pervy
I mean, you
god?
can't. Yeah, yeah. I didn't. Wait a minute. I was trying to look at something. Now, what are you going to play now?
Well, so did you want to say anything else about that before we?
I love Lady Witch Bitch.
I do
That was all.
too. I do too. So,
I love her more than you. So don't play.
well, that's okay. I never liked you at all anyway. So, kind of
Doesn't matter.
we're at a standstill, aren't we?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
For 3 years now in this place that we no longer inhabit. Well, you inhabited until last week.
Well, I think a couple weeks ago now.
Couple weeks seems like an eternity. Okay.
God, talk about the fucking holy shit, the shit, not just the shit hitting the fan, but when it came down on me, it came down on me, fuck. Okay, well, I guess, so I received an email a couple days ago, and it was from an email address and a name that I don't recognize at all. I haven't received a response to my reply that I sent, so I don't know if I ever will. I'd like to hope I will, but at any rate, this email was definitely a fucking Christmas gift. And I did reach out to Kelly the Advocate to let her know before I went ahead with this, because that email gift that I got contained some clips of when Martin Deehan was on Kelly the Advocate's panel live stream way back on September 5th, 2020. And like you
That
said,
was the one.
yeah, like you said, Sam, I never saw that stream because I guess what had happened was, and I don't know if you even
Well, remind everybody that in that
can you let
last
me
live stream that you
finish?
and I did,
Can you let
we
me
asked
finish?
if anybody had it. That's what I'm saying. I did ask people if they had it in the chat. So that's all. Sorry.
Oh yeah, okay, maybe that's why it came to me. Now I forgot what I was gonna fucking say.
You were saying that you got in touch with Kelly the Advocate,
Oh
and that,
yeah.
as I said, I had never seen it, and you.
Oh yeah. So that's what I was gonna say. Going back, and Kelly, you're probably not even aware of this either, because I mean, I just never said anything. I just stopped going to your fucking streams. I didn't even know about this stream that Martin. I actually had thought Martin. So that stream you did, which I guess was before, which explained anything about this one that I got the clips about. That stream you did, Kelly, back when you had fucking stupid caterpillar eyebrows, Snaky, and fucking fake ass Quack was in the chat. I can't remember if she went up on panel. So that was the last time, because that was, I don't remember. It doesn't matter the details now, but I just remember that being a fucking whole shit show of its own way back then. Now, I only, for whatever reason, and that may have been that same stream that Snaky was on, I vaguely only remember seeing Martin Deehan come up on a panel for like maybe fucking 30 seconds. So when I got these clips and it just said it was from Kelly the Advocate's live stream that she did on September 5th, 2020, that's all it said. I was like, how could I have blocked all of this out? Why do I not remember any of this? Like, like nothing was even remotely jarring my memory. Well, after sort of talking with a couple people, that's why, is because this stream that I have the clips from came after Fakey and Snaky stream.
Yeah. I never got a chance to watch it. Like I said, I was blocked, but I did leave. But then when I came back, she had removed it. It was gone.
I don't think she has it on her channel. So
I just like the abominable snowman, like it existed, but it existed, or what? Does it really? Is it really out there somewhere? Right?
Snuffleupagus from Sesame Street. Only fucking Big Bird sees him.
Yeah, kind of like that.
So,
but
hang on. But what? What?
No, when the last live stream we did, I
What
think it was
in
the
the
last
butt?
one, we were
What?
asking. But what asked I was at I know we were because we both wanted to see it. But we were asking if anybody had it.
Well, you know what?
And
Probably was, because now that you say that, that's right. Sorry, I didn't mean to snap you. I was like, I'm going to lose this fucking thought. But you're right. I know at least once, if not a few times, that you did a call out if anybody has that. And I mean, I have my email address under my about section. So whoever that was, thank you very fucking much. It is greatly
Thank you.
appreciated. Because basically what we have happening here, guys, really, really fucking hate once again having to be the bearer of fuckery bad news. But whoever is running that Martin Deehan YouTube channel has only been pretending to be the guitarist from the Yum Yums. It's not. So whoever is behind that Martin Deehan YouTube channel may have very likely had another person, completely an entirely different person than who it really is, go up on that panel with Kelly that one time that I'm going to show you back in 2020, figuring that this person resembled the guitarist from the Yum Yums enough to pass it off that it was him. I have a feeling, guys, and this is really fucking scary. I have a feeling that whoever is behind that account, I mean, again, this is just speculation for me. It's not the guitarist from the Yum Yums. That we've transposed. So we've taken the two avatar. I mean, I'm kind of telling everything at once. We're going to come to the comparison photos after some video, but we've transposed avatar photos, the two avatar photos that whoever it is behind that Martin Deehan channel has been using for the last 2 years, and recently only changed it to that new one that's got like 500 filters on it. So we transpose those pictures and the hairline and then still pictures from the video. Go ahead.
Oh no.
I was just going to say that
I had a thought.
The pictures, the hairline, the jawline, the brow bone, none of it is symmetrical. We are dealing with the biggest fucking catfish in all of Watts Island history, guys.
And if we're wrong, prove us wrong, man. Because this is one thing I do want to, I hope this comes out, rationally in my head, out of my mouth. That the entire time I've been here, anytime any of that stuff was said about Deehan, I knew he could be wrong again, he just can't get right. Like it was coming from people like Norm, who was, a crazy person to me, calling me a cyber terrorist. Y'all remember that. Anyway, we were predisposed to ignore all that shit. I just didn't believe it was stupid, right? I never paid any attention to it. It was just talk. It was drama. It was gossip. It was this. It was that. I didn't pay any attention to it. But I'll be damned if when Jen sent me a clip of it, and I just sat back and thought, holy shit, who is that? Who is that? The only thing I knew was that the clip that I saw, that was the person that called himself, Martin Deehan, represented Martin Deehan. I don't know that if it's that is his name. I don't know. All I know is that is not the same man that's in those photographs on his profile pics. So Kelly didn't even really think about. Sorry, because somebody told me that.
I was just going to say, Kelly.
Have you ever? No, I was asking if you had FaceTime with Helen. Or gotten up on any of Helen's live streams? Anybody? Has he ever gotten up?
Hang on, Sam. Helen Schaefer, I really fucking pray to God you are fucking watching this. You are being fucking taken for a ride, Helen. You and I don't get along. I have my obvious issues with you, but I am very fucking concerned for your safety right about here and now. And I'm fucking being deadly fucking serious, Helen Schaefer. If you have ever, ever, ever paid attention to any live stream in your entire existence on YouTube, it is this one that you need to. Sorry to interrupt you. I just wanted to say that.
I just don't know. I mean, has he ever been up on her panels since they've been in a relationship?
Nope. And you know what? Something else. He also came charging in, right? Being the richest man from Norway. He came in, bought membership, but only had it for 1 month. He hasn't had membership since. So what I want to do here is I want to play the 4-minute video that I have obviously, I mean, oops, let me get rid of that. I'm going to play the 4-minute video in its entirety first. Kelly's, I guess, going to come up, so she can come up.
I don't know if you can hear me. Did I lose audio? Can you hear me?
Advocates live panel back in September 2020.
We should do that. There's a lot of talented people in this community, actually. And I'm not talented at all, like people say. So.
You have talent.
Have you heard Truth Justice sing? She has a great voice. Great outlaw. I mean, he could sing any band. Helen's great. Probably a lot of other people as well who hasn't showed me or something. But I have a feeling that there's a lot of people in this community that could, if they wanted, do something else than what they are doing for a living or whatever. Because I think that's what unites us in a way. That people like we want to do something. We are not here just to chat or anything. We want a purpose, something to do. And that's if you. I'm not saying that I'm doing this because I have to do something, but I'm looking for something meaningful to do when I'm on social media. I couldn't just be here to just chat or anything. So I think I'm trying to give something to them, and in this case, the only thing I could think of was to jump in there and take some hit of the family. That's my main motivation, if you will. From there, nothing is planned. You just do it day by day, and AD makes the stories. He's the one that creates all the. We're just showing his stupidity. Actually, he's doing everything himself, and it's amazing how stupid it is possible to be. Let's not forget when he starts saying that we need to change. No, we don't. We don't need to change. It's them. I mean, if I need to change, I would most definitely do my best. But at this point, no. We have worked hard to actually get somewhere with AV. It's been a struggle, but really hard battle actually. I'm not complaining, of course. But all the stuff that he's done, I mean, answer to those silly corporate claims, the harassment accusations, and then the next day he goes and makes those pity party videos. And it's like, oh, what's wrong with this guy? What's wrong? It's a small little boy trapped inside a 65-year-old body. His ego must be so small. I mean, to have to sit there and beg people to give you comments and compliments or whatever. He's like a junkie. He needs it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what's a catfish? Well, for starters, it was an indie documentary about how I met a girl online who lived in Michigan. I fell in love with her even though I never actually met her. We had a couple potential titles for the film, such as The Facebook Family, Naive Neve, House of Muses, and my personal favorite, Michigan Impossible. but we ended up calling it Catfish. Turns out she was not the hot 19-year-old girl she'd presented herself to be, and was actually sort of a troubled 40-year-old mom instead.
Surprise, babe.
Our documentary actually ended up inspiring a term that found its way onto Urban Dictionary. A catfish is someone who pretends to be someone they're not, using Facebook or other social media to create false identities. So why did we call it Catfish? Well, when I finally met the 40-year-old mom, I also met her husband, and he told us this amazing story. They used to take live cod in these giant vats on ships from Alaska to China. But by the time the codfish got to China, their flesh would become mush and tasteless. So some guy had the bright idea of putting catfish in these vats with the cod to chase them around and keep them moving. And he finished by saying that he thanked God for the catfish, because life would be dull, boring, and dull if we didn't have someone nipping at our fins.
I feel
Can I
fucking...
say one thing?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Hi, Kelly.
Okay, so I just want to say this before anything else. Now, I don't know which clips you are going to play, Jed, but there were a couple of clips that
all I have is the one.
So I was more focused on simply not just because it doesn't look anything like the same guy. I mean, come on, that's one thing. But what I was just bowled over by was the fucking hypocrisy. You're talking about bullying, targeted harassment, stalking, doxing, all of that. Things which you have consistently done, at least since I was in that community.
Intimidation?
That's what struck me. Huh?
Intimidation?
Intimidation, threats, I mean, just threatening behavior, everything. You know, it's not a question of just putting out misinformation. And the things that he had done that I didn't agree with. And that I told him that. But this, damn.
Hi, Kelly.
This is something else completely fucking different. It's not about any kind of creator beef. It's not about anything with...
It's not about
being
infighting.
a traitor or a rat. And fuck you for that. No infighting or anything. But damn, I don't know. I'm not going to buy into any kind of conspiracies at this point. But.
Well,
okay, now I'm going to mute. Hi, Kelly. Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, Kelly. I just saw your that's why I asked. I mean, I didn't want to pressure you to come up at all, but
No.
I
feel very connected to this live.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I wonder why.
I'm glad. I certainly didn't want to, especially because of the catastrophic nature of this.
Yeah.
I didn't want to catch you off guard. With, even though, I mean, they're your clips and it's about Martin. I didn't want you to, like, I mean, I have no idea if you watch my lives or not, but I didn't want you to potentially be watching and be totally caught off guard and shocked to the core that this was coming out. So that's why I reached out to you. So I appreciate you.
I appreciate it.
Well,
no,
you know,
you don't know how much it's important to me to be validated. And I know it's been a long time, you know, but it's like the stuff that you guys are saying now is stuff that I went through, but
and that's what I wanted to ask you. Can you kind of sum up in a nutshell what sort of like just basically what
transpired?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm going to shut up.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I got the giggles because now that time has passed, that when he was talking on my panel, that whole live, I crack up now. Because I'm like, I didn't even know what he was saying. I was like, okay.
It's almost 2 years ago, September 5th, 2020. That's just around the corner. We're August 21st. And what I did is, sorry, I'll let you explain yourself in a second. I just took that 4-minute clip that I played and I've broken that down. And because I was listening to it so much throughout the day, getting it ready for this, I'm kind of able to fill in what he said, but we can come back to that after. So go ahead, Kelly. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no worries. Well, what transpired was I started to obviously lose my temper. And now that I had heard you lose your temper a little bit, I was like, see, she knows what I'm feeling now.
Well, and you know, as I said, for me, I mean, totally now, I actually, believe it or not, I mean, I do not in any shade. Like, this is a fucking scary fucking shit going down right now. But I feel better because I couldn't figure out when I was getting angry and frustrated like that. It was because it was out of frustration. I knew something was really askew with Martin. And all I had at that point was that Claire contradiction, that he really believed she was a solicitor since October, even though we hadn't even outed her until November. So I wasn't able to find something, you know, other than his fuckery of deleting comments and his scripted fucking comment joke section. I didn't have anything that really could be considered concrete. So
I have plenty.
Yeah, now that
in my vault
starting to come out, now I understand why I was getting so upset, and I understand why you fucking freaked the fuck out. I'll never forget. I mean, I hate to say it, I'll never fucking forget. Like that day, you were like, Deehan. I'm like, she's lost her fucking mind. I don't think I was the only one that said that either. You know, and
I thought I lost my freaking mind, but
I'm sure I laughed. It's not really him. I didn't.
Well, you know what? I lose my temper because on YouTube it's so frustrating because you can't talk to anyone. You can't have a conversation. You're you're so frustrated. It's like, oh, come on. So anyway, what transpired, how it started was everything seemed to be going very well. But then I started to notice that Martin was pulling away from me. Because before, Martin had always communicated with me and, you know, we always had semi of a relationship. So I felt him pulling away and I'm thinking, why? Because I wasn't doing anything, you know, and things were going on the other side of the coin with the family. So I was dealing with two different things at the same time. And they were going along with whatever he said. Everything he says is golden. Like,
and
you know,
right. Yeah.
And
you can't be proven wrong.
Every time I would say, like, you know, I'm concerned about this, like that video didn't even make sense, or, you know, because some of Martin's stuff was scrambling my brain. I was like, what's going on? I don't understand, you know? So they were like, oh no, he's great. Everything's great. And I'm like, okay, but he's starting to pull away from me. I don't know what's going on. So then I had noticed, well, there was I don't want to get into everything, but there were a few different steps of things that had happened or incidents, I should say, where I had to defend a single mother. Okay. And I felt that he was attacking a single woman, you know.
Probably was.
So that's when I flipped on him.
If you don't want to the whole thing, I get that, Kelly, but you know, just whatever you feel comfortable sharing. So don't feel pressured.
Yeah, no, I know. Thank you. I feel very comfortable here. Yeah, I had my daughter look at this picture, by the way.
I can get rid of Salty if you want, if she's making you uncomfortable. She makes me uncomfortable.
Oh gosh, no. No.
Seriously? No.
I asked my daughter, I said, do you think this is the same man? And she says no.
My daughter, little Salty, I showed it to her. I was like, what? She's like, oh my gosh, who is that? I was like, exactly who? I don't know who it is, but it's come on, y'all. Y'all give us an idea.
We'll come back.
Like the same people.
We're going to come back to that. I'm just kind of showing them right now while Kelly's Kelly's showing Kelly's telling her story. But I'm also, what I'm going to do, guys, in the chat, I'm going to drop 2 links to Imgur where these 2 pictures. Oops, not mute. The 2 pictures that I'm putting up, the face transition photos. You guys can go look at them for yourself in case they're not big enough on here. I'll drop the links in the chat right now, but here's the other one that compares. Sorry, go ahead, Kelly. I'm done.
Oh yeah, no. So anyway, I did get very upset with him. And I did flip out on that, you know, video, but I noticed that he was alienating me from the family. And it was like an alienation of affection, you know, almost, you know, where he was telling them bad things about me. And it was like a smear campaign in a way. he was doing videos that were passive aggressive about me, saying I was a traitor. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm not a traitor. I don't know what's going on. He said I was working with AD.
Oh,
like,
that sounds so familiar.
I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not working with AD. I haven't even talked to the man.
He's the last fucking perky fraud I'd ever work with, for fuck's sakes.
That's what I just didn't understand his logic. And then I kept trying to tell the family, I'm like, he's telling people I'm a traitor, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, oh no, no, it's not about you. And they kept saying they were supporting him in public, but they were talking to me and supporting me in private. And I was getting very upset by this time. Like, I was like, something is up. And that's when I snapped on him. And yes, I couldn't help it. My temper just got the best of me. And I'm trying to stop that. I'm trying so hard to like not get that angry. He really
having a psycho, creepy, fucking intimidating, threatening fucking stalker from hell will probably help subdue that, Kelly.
Oh, it does. Trust me. And then time had passed. Well, obviously, the family and I had parted ways, and time had passed. And I had continuously, he was still making videos about me, and everybody was trashing my name. And I was like, really? So I got to the point where I started emailing him in his own language, just so you know. I'll let you guys know about that one. I wanted him to think I was crazy. I was like, I'm done with you. I don't know what's wrong with you. But anyway, I had done some research of my own, and I had tried to tell the family about it. This is prior to us separating. And I said, look, I'm concerned about who this man is. I don't know who he is. This is, what I found out. And they wanted nothing to do with this.
Like, when was this time frame like?
Literally right before we parted ways. It was right before. Okay, hold on. When did we part ways? It was right before I went on Cher's panel.
I have no idea when that was.
Okay.
That doesn't help me at all.
Okay, yeah, I'm so sorry if I don't remember the dates. But it was prior to the separation with the family.
Okay. Gotcha.
Once I had already exhausted all my attempts of trying to educate them on who he was, then it became a bigger issue where he was trashing me publicly even more, and it was getting worse. So when I
too, if I recall.
I'm sorry?
Didn't he make videos?
Yes.
Who knows? Because they're long deleted, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, he made videos, and I was like, this is it. I'm so tired of it. So I started emailing him, but I didn't want to email him anymore in English. I was like, no, I'm done. I'm going to email this man in his own language so he can't claim language barrier. You know what I mean?
Yes, because he did. He at least made a community post. I vaguely remember. Maybe it was a video, kind of knocking your whatever he speaks, Norwegian, Swedish, whatever it is. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Asshole.
Yeah. Yes, because and you know what? He responded with, "Leave me alone, psycho," and then that was it. He stopped. I was like, okay. But what had happened in the interim prior to me writing him these emails, I think I wrote him 3 emails to get all together because he had responded, and then I wrote him a couple more times, and then finally he was like, "Leave me alone, you psycho." But Helen Schaefer shared my screenshots of my messages to the world. Basically.
Yeah, she's really famous for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she did that to me, and in those messages is what I said about Deehan. And I said, I'm really, I'm staying away from him. I said, he's dangerous. I don't even know who this man is. You don't even know. And she was like, Kelly's losing her mind. And shared the messages.
Fuck. You know, I never, that's one thing I've always, and I don't want to make this, Helen Schaefer, I really fucking hope you're watching this stream. I really, really do. You are fucking being played. We have no idea. So it's one of, oh, good. That salty bitch is gone. No, seriously. I mean, it's, and I'll go back and I'm going to pull them up and I'll drop the links in again. But why? So that was September 2020. Now, like, whoever's behind this Martin Deehan channel account could either have been that person that went on your panel in 2020, figuring he resembled the guitarist from the Yum Yums enough to be able to pass it off, or there's multiple people running that account, and whoever is really truly behind the account brought in somebody that he thought would pass off and resemble the guitarist of the Yum Yums to get on your panel. Now, I had asked you, and I saw your comment in the chat just a bit ago, where you said you were concerned that you I can't remember how you worded it, but you were concerned about him not showing anything before he did go on your panel?
I was concerned the whole time because the whole premise of the live was that he was going to debunk everything Daniel was saying, Daniel Bishop. So he comes on and Daniel shows up. So I'm thinking, okay, here we go, right? Well, guess what? Martin had nothing to show. And you played the mumbling nonsense that you heard, and I felt like bad. And I laugh now about it because when you played it, I started laughing because I remember my thoughts at the time. I was like mortified. I didn't know what to do. I was like,
you didn't know how to respond because you can't fucking figure out what the hell he's fucking saying. And I don't mean it's not funny. At the core of this, guys, this is, as Kelly said, it's dangerous. It's sickening. We have no idea who the fuck or how many people are behind that Martin Deehan channel. And what's even more disturbing is we have no idea who or how many people, where in the world they're actually located. That person, it could be, say, one person solely behind that account that fucking lives in goddamn Toronto, Canada, but has some idiot bubblehead that looks like the guitar player from the Yum Yums that really lives in Norway that is just as sick of a fuck as this person and got him to go on the panel pretending to be him with you, Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this isn't fucking conspiracy theory bullshit. Like, tell me again. I mean, I don't know if I want to play the video again or I want to bring the pictures up, the comparison pictures. I just don't know where to start here.
You should play the video again.
Yeah? Do you want me to play the whole? Because I'll play the whole video again. And then I broke it down, Kelly, because as I said, after, like, I wanted to, I had to boost the audio too as well, because when he's talking, I'm sure you've noticed and you'll agree. Well, you don't have to agree, but I'm sure you notice when he's talking, there's a lot of hissing in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Not only, like, there's a couple times where you talk and you can hear how clearly you talk, but when it's only him, you see how fucking could that room that he's sitting in be any fucking darker? Could he be any further away from the camera? Could that camera lens be any fucking filthy or dirty? So that I know it's not funny, but it is. It's okay, Kelly.
It's funny now. You have to laugh. I was like, oh my God.
You do. Helen Schaefer, I would be really fucking concerned if I was you, but that's the point. And then the hissing, there's no hissing like that when you hear you speak. So I went and I removed the background noise of the hissing, which is why maybe you're able to more clearly hear his mumbling. But again, also from me listening to it, and I chopped out of that full 4 minutes I had, I clipped a part towards the end where he's talking. He's actually on your panel speaking about AD, but you could think he's referring to himself. And then that part where he talks about ego so small. I don't know if Daniel Bishop is in chat. I may have him blocked. Do I unblock that fucker? Kelly?
I have no problem with Daniel. After time has gone by, Daniel's kind of moved on.
I have a huge problem with his aggressive attacking videos towards Frankie, but give me a second here.
Oh, gotcha.
That I do have a problem with.
Okay.
But I'm going to go ahead because of this circumstance. I'm going to check what I'll.
And he was involved in that live. I have to laugh though. Another part too is that Daniel kept asking me what Martin was saying, and I really wanted to like.
Well, I don't have them for here, but I do have a couple clips that were attached in that email, and that's another perfect example. I should go even just get a screenshot where you can see you and Daniel. Daniel's in a fucking like bright sunny room, like it's so well lit, like you know what I mean, like natural light. You're in a well lit room, and let's even say we'll give whoever the fuck is running that Martin Deehan channel the benefit of every doubt in the world, even if it was nighttime in fucking wherever that person was, not a fucking light was on.
I know.
So you were concerned.
Yes.
Let's go back to when he was on the panel. Had you asked him, like, just not even because you were necessarily, or like, I don't believe this is who it is, but you were just you were curious that if he had any proof of who he was. Did you ever like ask him anything like that, or?
I did not ask him for proof because he was Martin Deehan, right? And at the time he was going to bring the proof with him because that's what he said to me. I'm going to bring all the proof to the table, and I'm like,
no. I'm sorry, I'm talking about Martin, not Bishop, not Gilligan.
That's what I meant.
Oh, well, sorry, maybe I misunderstood. I'm doing something.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, Martin was like, oh, I'll bring everything. Daniel will. This is all via email. He had said to me, Daniel will. I'll bring everything, and so I expected. I didn't ask for proof.
Well, and that's just it. There would have been no reason to. I mean, for myself, the only reason that I even started looking far more closely at Martin is because probably about a month ago or so now. Well, when he decided to very publicly do his 180 degree hard fucking left and back around turn on his stance about Claire, he very publicly tried to tarnish me, discredit me, and ostracize me from the community. And not only me, but Sam and my subscribers, because they were even trying to just ask questions about like, okay, for the last 10 months, you've been anti-Claire. And now all of a sudden you're like, I believe Claire, she is who she said she is. And he went on a tirade. So that's the only reason I even started looking into Martin more closely. I was too busy. My attention was on AD and focusing on his fuckery.
Yeah. Can I ask, Kelly, do you still have that live stream?
Yes, it's still available for Jen to grab it right now.
Oh, well, I was just wondering, I was going to ask if you would consider either maybe sharing the link with a few people or maybe putting it up yourself if people want to watch it. But
I can definitely put it public again for sure. If it's do you have the link to it still, Jen?
Yeah, give me a second.
I left it on unlisted.
I have an email here. I guess that's probably the link. So give me a second. What I'll do is let me play the video again while I'm grabbing the link. And excuse me, I'm starting to lose my voice again. I don't know, Kelly, offhand. I'm not trying to make anybody do any work, but I don't know if you have like any specific timestamps. Yeah, I guess I am trying to make you do work. I don't know if you have specific timestamps or somebody does.
I don't have timestamps, but
here, I'll send you the link, Sam. You can scan through as well, and you can, if you find timestamps, you can put them in the private chat. I'll go grab it. So here's the 4 minutes I'm going to play again. So this was who we believed, all of us believed. And before I play this, here's another point I'd like to make. Why would a guitar player, so let's pretend Martin Deehan is who Martin Deehan says he is. Why would a guitar player named Martin Deehan that seems to have really played in a few bands along the way and really has a small online presence need to get a completely different person to pretend to be him on a stream, all like creepy in the dark styles? That's some food.
We should do that. There's a lot of talented people in this community actually, and I'm not talented at all like people say. So.
You have talent.
Have you heard Truth Justice sing? She has a great voice. Great outlaw. I mean, he could sing any band. Helen's great. Probably a lot of other people as well who hasn't showed me or something. But I have a feeling that there's a lot of people in this community that could, if they wanted, do something else than what they are doing for a living or whatever. Because I think that's what unites us in a way. That people like we want to do something. We are not here just to chat or anything. We want a purpose, something to do. And that's if you. I'm not saying that I'm doing this because I have to do something, but I'm looking for something meaningful to do when I'm on social media. I couldn't just be here to just chat or anything. So I think I'm trying to give something to them, and in this case, the only thing I could think of was to jump in there and take some hit of the family. That's my main motivation, if you will. From there, nothing is planned. You just do it day by day, and AD makes the stories. He's the one that creates all the. We're just showing his stupidity. Actually, he's doing everything himself, and it's amazing how stupid it is possible to be. Let's not forget when he starts saying that we need to change. No, we don't. We don't need to change. It's them. I mean, if I need to change, I would most definitely do my best. But at this point, no. We have worked hard to actually get somewhere with AV. It's been a struggle, a really hard battle actually. I'm not complaining, of course. But all the stuff that he's done, I mean, answer to those silly copyright claims, the harassment accusations, and then the next day he goes and makes those pity party videos. And it's like, oh, what's wrong with this guy? What's wrong? It's a small little boy trapped inside a 65-year-old body. He's really his ego must be so small. I mean, to have to sit there and beg people to give you comments and compliments or whatever. He's like a junkie. He needs it.
Absolutely.
You know, and you have to wonder.
I understood like 2% of what he said. Go ahead.
I'd like to point out, and again, I'm going to have to give a disclaimer before I say this. For those in the peanut gallery, I am not in any way, shape, or fucking form defending that scamming fucking pervy fraud. But What I am going to say is one thing that Alan has consistently done for the entire time I've been watching that piece of shit exploit the Watts case is go very hard at how much of a stalker Martin is. He is the only, and I'm not even going to use the term creator because whoever the fuck you are, you're a piece of shit. But he's the only one that he has consistently gone after over and over and over and publicly said he's being stalked by him. In the 3.5 years that I've been making videos, my name has come out of his mouth twice. And technically the first time it came out of Bubbles' mouth because she was a little angry at the Chin Chin caricature, which I never said I drew. The second time was just the other night. So he's never consistently called out people that have made videos about him like he has Martin. And Martin has been an obsessive motherfucker. Every video, whether it's a music video, 4 videos a day, it has Armchair Detective in the fucking title. Nothing to do with Armchair Detective. And again, these were things I was never looking at because I never suspected Martin of anything.
We never gave it any credence. Just like we didn't listen to what other people were saying if it was about records or mugshots or, you know, photos or anything. We just ignored it. That was the thing. We ignored it. But I have to say this, for my disclaimer, me, in no way, shape, or form, looking at this as body shaming the man in the shadows. I'm not talking about his looks, other than the fact that it doesn't look like the man in the damn profile pics. I'm just going on the record as saying that because I know somebody's going to just take this and run with it. It's such a stupid ass, it's just fuckery and foolishness at this point. Now, I have to say this as well, that you would think a professional musician who was nominated for a fucking Grammy would know a thing or two about lenses, angles, cameras, lights, makeup, and stuff like that.
I never even noticed till now. It is fucking lopsided too, isn't it?
Okay?
So
you think they would know a thing or two. Even if it was just a Norwegian Grammy, it's still a Grammy, right? Doing videos. Come on. Okay, so I'm going to mute again because I am listening. I don't want to interrupt anybody.
Well, we do that all the time because it's.
I know, but I am on a delay. That sucks.
No,
it's not about. This might seem like. Sorry.
I was just going to say we have a guest. See, it continues on. We just stampede over each other. We do have a guest, so I'm trying to be on my best behavior. I don't know about you.
I'm trying to, damn it. That's why I keep quiet. I'm just trying to be.
You guys are great. You ladies.
All right, I'm going to shut up and let you talk. What do you think, Kelly? Is that the just while I'm letting I got that link to your live stream, I'm just letting it load up in another tab. But so the one below, people, is obviously that in the dark, dirty, dusty, filthy camera lens, still shot from the video. Nicole hasn't aged gracefully, and then the 2 avatar photos that we've seen him use. The one on the top left, only as of recently, and you can tell it's got like 5,000 filters on it.
There is one time, there was a timestamp that I stopped at, ironically enough, because Martin had taken himself off panel in that clip that I saw, and he left a comment, which Kelly pinned on the screen, saying, I dropped, I'll be right back. And that photo that he had used, he was using at that time as his profile pic, was, I guess, something that somebody found. It's like a photo, a passport photo, like Duran Duran type stuff in 1982. Looked nothing. Absolutely nothing like this guy up here or the guy in the shadows. So come on. That was I'm gonna get it for you, Jen.
Yeah.
So if I drop, I'll be right back.
Okay. In the meantime, I'd like to Kelly, go ahead while I just pull this up. I'm just gonna pull up. I just randomly grabbed a spot in your video that shows what I was talking about your lighting, Daniel, like how even worse in the dark he looks. So sorry, go ahead, Kelly.
No,
that's Martin down in the bottom left if you can't fucking see nothing.
Yes.
Let me make it big screen for a second.
Oh my God, my face. That's hilarious.
That's a great question, Paul. That's
I've told them everything that I knew about him and that I had come up in what I, found, and they didn't care. They didn't care. They were like, "Oh, that's not true."
They didn't care. Or they didn't want to believe. You can't tell me that.
Well,
families.
They didn't care what I had to say.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
They dismissed you like we all did.
Correct. Yeah, I was crazy.
Well, you are a little bit crazy.
Well, we have to be crazy on YouTube.
Well, yeah, but yeah, I mean, now, as I said, I never even thought about that, Kelly, until you just said it a bit ago. And that's why I said, I mean, I completely, the perspective that you just put in for me, like when I started to say that people were thinking I was, I keep saying angry stoner because one specific individual says that, which to me is an oxymoron. There's no such thing as an angry stoner, but
no,
I was obviously, as we know, when it comes to anger, it boils down to it's either one or a combination of fear, frustration, or hurt. Right? Yeah. And for me, it was, I didn't know, I knew there was something shady as fuck about Martin, but I hadn't been able to quite figure it out yet. And I was trying to warn people, but I knew it wasn't enough. You know what I mean? Now that I know sort of what's going on, like what we're dealing with, I mean, I understand that's why I was reacting the way you were. And now when you said it too, it totally put that into perspective for me when you said it.
Mm-hmm. And mine was hurt and frustration. I had a lot of pain, a lot of hurt, and my heart had been broken in pieces, I just want to say. So it took a long time for me to just mend it together.
Yeah.
I see that in this scene right here or whatever snipshit thing, snipshit, Snapchat, whatever this is, snapshot. Oh my gosh!
No, it's the stream. Actually, it's the whole stream. I just full screened it and I have it paused.
Oh, perfect. So this is Daniel. Obviously, is trying to. We were trying to make peace and come into a common ground, and that's not what happened. Daniel could hardly hear, and Martin, he kept asking me, "Do you know what he's saying?" I did not. So,
I mean, the hairline, sorry, I'm just jumping back for a sec.
No, that's fine.
I'm going to show this other picture too. So here, I'm going to drop again in the chat. Here's the pictures, the face comparison pictures. By all means, do what you want to do with them, compare them. But from transposing them on this side of things, the hairline, jawline, brow bone, the fucking nose are not the same. That person on Kelly's live stream, the hairline, jawline, brow bone, nose are not symmetrical with the two avatar pictures.
I agree. One of them, the nose is longer.
It's like a beak, yeah. And the one that was on your panel, that dude doesn't even have a top lip at all. At least the two avatar photos, there's a little bit of a top lip there, but the one on your panel, nothing. It's like it doesn't exist. Now, did you want me to play this, Kelly, or?
Yeah.
I don't even know where.
Right ahead.
So I just dropped in chat the two comparison photos. Give me a second. Get rid of that.
You can testify that they still have them.
They're not underneath your comment section, and they're deleted.
No,
just leave it at that.
They were rude to Frankie, so I didn't want them there. That's why I removed them.
What did they say? What was the extent of the rudeness that was directed towards Frankie? Because I don't remember.
Why would that not matter? Doesn't matter.
Sorry, just let me know when you want me to stop it, Kelly.
Oh no, I wanted you guys to hear how it went. I don't think this live has been seen by a lot of people,
Well,
including you.
No, it hasn't. Is there a spot specifically you want me to start at, or I just kind of dropped it in? I can keep playing it. I just was saying when you want me to stop it, I can just let me know.
Oh no, this is
Perfect.
this is all for you. No, I want you to be validated and knowing that.
Well, it's not me needing to be validated. It's my worry for people that are in contact with who they think is Martin Deehan, that Martin Deehan is not the person behind that account. There could be people, don't know for sure, but minimally, the one person that is behind that account, whoever it is not the guitarist from the Yum Yums that person has been pretending and portraying to all of us.
Yeah. And the thing about him is we would email back and forth, and the original person.
I don't know what's going on in the chat.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Salty Crew, can we hone it in if it happens? If that is Amber Alerts, let it be Amber Alerts. I think we have far more serious pressing matters here. If that's what Gretchen Valentini wants to say, that's fine. But let's not, come on. Seriously, there's more serious matters at hand than if Amber's Alert is fucking Gretchen Valentini or not. Thank you, everybody. That's for everybody too. I know tensions are high and there's a lot of friction, and I feel like a goddamn record on repeat saying this, but let's not do any fighting, name calling, please, and thank you. Sorry, go ahead, Kelly.
That's okay. I hope everybody's all right.
Rein it in, everybody. Rein it in.
Rein it in. Yeah, no, I just wanted people to see how this is Martin saying to me prior to this live, when you're going to have a live, you want to have your information and your documentation available. And what had happened was he came and there was nothing. It was like he came and he had no idea what I was talking about. Oh, what evidence, and here he's on panel and then Daniel showed up because he said to me after the live, oh, I thought Daniel wasn't going to show up. That's why I didn't bring any evidence.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Another excuse. Another excuse. He always has excuses, eh?
Yeah. And then, everybody was like, well, maybe it's because he had COVID and he had the stroke and maybe that's why his behavior was different. I'm like, I don't know.
Fuck. Every time, that's one thing I must say. And I'm saying this sort of on a general basis, not just towards whoever. Guys, leave Gretchen, whoever it is, alone, please. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She's more if she wants, whoever it is, if she wants to think that Martin's working for NK, then she's entitled to say that. We're not going to jump on her for fuck's sakes. This is what I mean. I don't know. I don't know how deep and how far this goes. So, please, everybody.
Well, you want me to tell you what I know?
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, go
ahead. Well, the NK lawyer thing is true.
What's that? That he's in contact with NK's lawyers?
He was hired by them.
So that to do what? Cause the havoc and chaos and confusion that he's been causing for the last fucking 4 years?
Well, honestly, there's proof because he was messaging with people about it because he knows computers and IT and all that stuff.
No, he doesn't. I don't think he does it
all.
all.
Your messenger. Please.
I don't have it on, honey. I don't put it on. I'll have to drop off and leave you two. Then I'll be back. I can't. I can't have 50 tabs going in fucking Messenger at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what he wanted to do was he needed to stop the talk about NK.
Okay.
There.
Now that's just
that's
not a rumor. It's messages that are seen, and it's not like I don't think they're fake messages. These are messages from before when it first happened, when the murders happened. This was like in the very, very beginning. He was already going after AD, correct?
Well, as far back as I've been on the scene, he was already here. It was really, so it would have been late January, February 2019. I remember Martin, Abigail, and Paradoxes, and Aussie Life.
Okay. Martin was after AD prior to the murders.
I think I was in chat, and I saw that.
He was stalking him prior. And
how? Why?
Well, because AD was on the other case. There was another case that AD was on.
That doesn't make sense. If NK's lawyers hired him,
well, wait.
How could he be stalking somebody before he was even walked? Like,
well, I'll tell you how it happened.
Okay,
is he was on AD already, right? Stalking him already, harassing him. When NK started getting hit and bombarded and targeted by AD, her lawyers reached out to Martin because he was the biggest anti-AD person.
Really the biggest troll and the biggest catfish on Watts Island in all of history.
Well, to them, he was a good troll, in a way. To them, he was somebody that can redirect any type of...
He told them what they wanted to hear.
Martin did?
Well, yeah.
When I told the family that I said, you do know that Martin had been working with NK's attorney. And they were like, no, that's not true. I was like, well, I saw what I saw. And they were specific messages that Martin mind you, I'm seeing messages that were in sequence, so they weren't taken out of context or anything. The timing stamps and everything were there.
Right.
And he was saying that he was approached and hired to get AD to stop, to get AD down.
How'd that work out for you, whoever's behind the Martin Deehan account? Not very fucking well, did it? To the motherfucking us did. Now your fucking YouTube life is finished.
When I was, I had a lot of people, they would always send us stuff way back in the day, right? And sometimes they still do send me things, even though I'm not on YouTube and I'm certainly not talking about the pervy fucking broad. But one of the things they sent me, and that I was shown from JC, was the photo that they said was, and that was a bandmate. Said, yeah, that's Martin Deehan. Of course, bears no resemblance to the people or the person in those photos or the one on screen during this live stream. But one thing that stuck out to me was this, that going back, I think, to 2003 or 4, there were people online letting them, it's where you let people know there's a person in your area or whatever, like almost like how they do here, Kelly, with the sex offenders. I mean, it's public information. It's publicly available. And they had something similar. And he had a history of stalking people. He had a history of fraud, actually, with refurbished laptops and TVs and shit. That was a flag for me. Now, I'm not saying I will never probably believe anything that comes out of that pervy damn frog's mouth. And I always said Martin never gave a shit about what he put out. He constantly lied, just made up shit. Can't get right, won't get right. I'm not looking at it as like a conspiracy or anything. But it's not the same man. It's not.
No.
And if that one online where they're reporting, yeah, it's fucking stalking. He was stalking back in 2003 up to, I think it was 2016.
Well, I know in 2011 he was charged and convicted of cyber harassment.
Yeah.
Cyber, was it terrorism or something?
Ooh.
Well, but Norman called me a cyber terrorist for a damn year and a half as well. Said Interpol was going to come and get me. But so, I took everything he said with the greatest salt. You know what I mean? But this I can't deny. I mean, I'm very analytical.
Martin.
Well,
the one online that people were reporting for, to not be on the lookout for, but be aware that this man
Be
does this
aware of.
stuff and this and this and this. He's been
Yeah, but
charged
that was
with,
John,
and
wasn't that John Martinson though? That was John Martin.
It's the
that was another
same.
name.
It's the same.
Yeah. So okay, now again, I'm very confused. Who the fuck was that person on the live panel?
All we know for certain, where I can say this, 100%, whoever that is on the panel is claiming to be Martin Deehan, and he is the one that's been in this community for however long. That's all I can say. Don't know his real name. Could be Martin Deehan. Don't know why he would be using other people's photographs. And that is the same man that they
that's like
firmly
that's
believe he has a history of stalking and some other shit. So
that could be just, I mean, whoever is, like, what I said earlier is, why would the real Martin Deehan, John Martinson, that did play for 2 months in the Yum Yums, I mean, it seems that person, not only the Yum Yums, but has played with a few other bands along the way, has a very small online presence where you can find him. Why on earth would he need to get a completely different fucking person to get up on a live panel and pretend to be him? I think possibly, and this is just my speculation, you're right, it's not him. Whoever was on that panel was portraying himself to be Martin Deehan from the Yum Yums, figuring he resembled him enough in the fucking dark with the filthiest, dirtiest camera lens he could muster up. But what we found in relation to the real Martin Deehan, John Martinson's whatever criminal history, has no bearing on whoever that real fucking person is behind that account.
Unless it's the same, person that perpetrated all that before. But yeah, nothing that we could confirm, and nothing that, again, I'm not looking at it in a conspiratorial way.
No.
That's why I said all I know for certain is that whoever was on the panel is representing themselves to be Martin Deehan, who was in the same community as we were at that time. So, and that, hey, that's not the same guy in the photos.
Fairness, I'm not beating on shit. It's because I'm putting my hands down on my dresser where my laptop is. I'm not beating shit.
Yeah.
I think I'm rather calm this evening, actually, in comparison.
You do that like we do kind of the same thing. I noticed in the playback. But either way, I wish you could share that I sent you. If not,
are you going to come up, Baroness?
The what? Oh.
I think Baroness might want to come up. She can let me know when she finds her phone. I mean, here, I got that picture that you sent me, Sam. I'm going to pull it up right now. Are you for real, Paul? Really? Are you fucking kidding me? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Look at that. It's all come down to disparaging Martin because he differs on others' opinions. For real.
They're not opinions when it's a fact. When he states something, when he writes something and puts it in his community post, and he's portraying it to be an accurate statement and like it's just a done deal, saying that the crowdfunding or the justice fund was tied up with a criminal investigation and that he had been served last November. I mean, things like that, he presents it as truth. As fact.
73% likely. Like, I don't know what you've compared.
Facial recognition software. That's pretty cool.
I don't know. Cool.
73. I mean, in one picture the nose looks really longer, but I mean it could be angles too. Like there's photos that I take an angle and people are like, "That's not you."
The one on that panel has absolutely no top lip to speak of.
You're right.
At all. Even
no teeth. He didn't have teeth in though. I felt like.
No, I don't think he did either.
Now, if you didn't have your teeth, I don't know this because I still have all my teeth. If you weren't wearing your whatever fake teeth, would that suck your top lip in so far you wouldn't fucking see it at all?
Yep.
You would think that a professional musician, again nominated for a Norwegian Grammy, would remember to put his teeth in before he did a live stream and got on panel with somebody.
Well, that's what I was thinking. That's why I was like, you should have seen my face. If you pay attention to my face at any point, you could tell what I'm thinking. I was like freaking out, going, what the heck am I going to do now? I can barely understand him. He has no proof whatsoever.
Can I drop the link to that live stream or are you?
Yeah.
All right. So here's another one that Sam used her big, massive Photoshop skills for to put together.
Whoa.
Yeah, that appeared during the live panel. That was what sorry, I dropped off or whatever it was. And he was using that profile pic. And then the one below, obviously, is the one that was on screen. So look at that and tell me what y'all think. Please.
I mean,
and even that photo doesn't bear
eyes.
any resemblance to the ones from his profile pics that you've been sharing. It doesn't even look like him. So it's like 3 different faces here. 4. I mean, hey.
Like even this one here, this one here. Now that again, there's no fucking top lip. You can even see with this fucking play line in the way there's a top lip there. That one looks like it's got teeth. I mean, it's just that there's the one that was on that panel. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Could it be age? I mean, could have age, you know,
Of course
created.
Anything is possible. Could be him, could be not. I don't know.
But I feel like there's still other people helping him because
there is definitely
towards the end of our relationship communication, it wasn't him that was responding. He was responding to me through Solange, which I found very odd.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Solange was the one that was responding to me.
Solange is everybody, apparently. I'm looking for
Cat, apparently one of my mods, even though I don't have any. Mr. Can't Get Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm just grabbing something. And
I think this is, you know what, when it came down to it, when we were posing those questions to Frankie Rusek Jr. about the comments that this man here put out as fact about it being his Child Justice Fund being tied up with a criminal investigation. That's why it hasn't moved. An AD had been served last November for upcoming court proceedings. So that was the kind of position that he put Frankie Jr. in, right? But he couldn't acknowledge that. Nobody acknowledged it. I mean, it was blatant and obvious lies. And it goes all the way back. So it's like nobody will hold anybody accountable here. I expected that, though. That was my fault. I expected that people were going to be as accountable as I was and am. So when it came down to Claire, yeah, be silent. Don't say anything. But then when Jen and I were up here the other day, it was after that I saw young Frankie comment on Martin's video. So again, they're not holding anybody accountable for anything. And if that isn't the same person, and he does have a history of cyber stalking and everything. Not to mention the fact that everything he puts out is a fucking lie.
Or threatening and intimidating.
It's out of my hands. It's out of our hands. It's out of our hands at this point. Because you can only overlook some things for so damn long. It's that simple. And it can't be overlooked anymore. What is this? I mean, if this is the same man, let's just say, that has a history of cyber stalking and he has charges for any number of things, and they did not want him in the band, let's just say, because he had some issues. That's the person that has doxed AD consistently and his family, and he puts out stuff that's fact when it's obviously false. He is just misleading everything, and he's been misleading since my time here and watching him and hearing the stuff that he says. That is also a problem for me, just like it was a problem with Claire. Lying, no accountability. And this guy here, who knows? But how would that affect, again, any upcoming court proceedings? Civil litigation against AD. Yeah. That's my thing right there. I mean, it wasn't just about the lies and putting out lies as truth, Oh, the Crowd Justice Fund is tied up with criminal investigation. Okay, well, yeah, okay, dipshit. Right, sure.
So let's look at this for a second.
Beyond that.
This is a perfect example of this. So this last comment at the bottom is not structured in any way, shape, or form like how Martin Deehan talks. As a lawyer, you mean? She has never acted as their lawyer regarding the lawsuit. It's Cohen Davis who handles everything. but she is a friend of the family, and I'm sure she helps in any way she can, just like the rest of us do. That doesn't sound like anything that Martin would fucking type out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually agree with you. Uh, we've been here so damn long. We know kind of how he writes. Or even
Mm-hmm.
text narration in his videos.
Yeah.
Whether it be using a past tense for something that should be present tense, or, that's just an example. So we know. Yeah. Um, yeah.
Hang on.
Mm.
I'm just going to hold on, guys. I'm just going to drop those links to the face comparison ones again, and then I'll pull that live stream up and drop the link for that.
I would like to know this though, Paul. You've known me pretty much since I've been here, or was here. You know how I operate. I'm not just up here disparaging someone or putting them down for content or creating problems, talking shit. That's not my style. I never have done that gratuitously, especially. I'm not doing it now. It's not about um, dragging him in any way at all. I used him as an example of accountability because he puts out bullshit, and you know it. Y'all know that everything is just completely misleading. Just putting it up, and it's going to stick, right?
Yeah.
No accountability. So let's look at it that way, Paul. It's not about putting him
Yep.
down. It's not. It's not about dragging him.
But it's okay for Martin to call us traitors and flip floppers. I mean, this just
Yep.
it doesn't make
And
the argument doesn't make any sense, and it's not a valid argument at this point.
Mm-mm.
As soon as he called me a traitor, and
I
I
can't
went to
check
the
my
family,
email, Oliver. I can't right now.
and I went to the family, and I said, he's calling me a traitor, and they were like, well, so what? So what he says? I said, but you guys are supporting him in the chat, in the comments. And they're like, but he's not talking about you. Yes, he is. It was like, I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on? I was like in the Twilight Zone. It was crazy.
Yeah.
That's kind of that's kind of how I can't. I'm going to speak for Sam. That's kind of like how we felt.
Yeah. For sure. I mean,
Well,
it's, and I'm just,
I shouldn't speak for her, but I'm like, why are they not paying attention to the fact that Claire Morgan massively breached so many privacy protection? Like there was so many breaches of her showing that portal.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like business.
And I have to. Yeah, I want to ask again. Who all saw that portal? Martin, did you see the portal? Martin, John Serling, whatever your name is. Did you see the portal?
Martin.
Helen, did you see the portal? Did she show it to you too? Tinksy? Linda?
Yep. Dark Angel.
How many of you? Dax? Alex? Jan? Did y'all see the portal as well?
Yes, they did.
Pretty sure you did. Maybe not all of you, but I know most of you probably have. That's on y'all's shoulders. I mean, y'all know that she breached the data privacy so badly. And again, a lawyer would know that that was breaching data privacy, right?
Yeah, but no, but.
So
and that's just it. We have no idea who we're dealing with over in that Martin Deehan fucking channel, for one. And in the grand overall scheme of everything, we have even less of an idea. You were just going to send me milk coupons anyway, Oliver. I'll get them later.
I'm going to say, I have one thing to say, but I have to go because, Maddie needs me. I need to take care of something. That when it came down to it, when we all knew that Claire showed that to so many damn people all over YouTube and Facebook and probably, her friends at home, I don't know. Everybody has seen that damn thing. And that jeopardizes any chance possibly of the civil litigation going forward. I'm going to put it very plainly. The donors here that financed that justice fund have not been updated or even given a little tiny acknowledgement that the civil case isn't going to be affected because of Claire Morgan.
It's not going
How do
swimming.
they know?
It's not going
How
swimming.
do they, please tell your donors that, because we know Cohen Davis knows about Claire. We know. So tell your donors, please. I'm asking you, please, Frankie, tell your donors, assure them, please, some way, somehow, that the litigation is moving forward.
And Frankie, we know that Cohen Davis knows because I contacted them personally.
Yes.
Didn't contact them under any anonymity. I contacted them with my real name, and I told them exactly who I was, what my YouTube channel was, and I heard back from them. So there's no denying that Cohen Davis does not know. I know, and I will pull up the emails if I have to.
And again, Mr. Can't Get Right here is a fucking liability. He always has been. He still is.
Yep.
And that's it. He should not be.
That's the big question.
Visually supported by the person that, you know, is hoping to pursue still litigation against AB.
That's the very core question, Paul. Paul says, if what you're saying is true, why would you let the family believe in Martin? I think you meant why would the
what
family.
What you're saying is true. Oh, is that for Kelly?
I didn't let the family do anything. I can't control anyone.
You said you tried to tell them, didn't you?
I laid it all out on the table. I said I had them they had me on speakerphone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I laid it all out and said, this is what's going on. I'm concerned. I don't know who this man is. I don't know what we're dealing with. I just know he's dangerous. This is a dangerous person. And they wanted nothing to do with what I had to say. They didn't care what I had to say. Not that they didn't care what the content of it was. It was they didn't want to hear it. And
okay, hang on, Baroness. What? Don't tell Kelly to go away. She's on my panel. What?
Baroness is telling me to go away.
I don't care what's going on. This is not the time for whatever personal beefs. If you're going to be rude to Kelly, then I don't want you up here. As much as I would love for you to come up. I don't know if there's personal conflict. Don't bring it here.
I don't even know Baroness, so I don't know why they must hate me for their own thing. Because I don't know why Baroness hates me so much.
That was mean. I apologize. Thank you. I really don't know what's going on, but please don't bring it here because that's not what this is about. You're more than welcome, as I said, if you want to come up and be respectful to Kelly. You can be a bitch to me and salty, but my guests have to be treated with respect.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry, Baroness, whatever I did to upset you. But I think I just wanted to come here to bring support to you and say I'm here to support, you know. So,
well, as I said, I mean, obviously, I wanted to grab that link. You know, all I can say is and again, it was so fucking long ago. The whole thing when Fakey and Snakey were on your panel, I was just, you know, that I can't stand that fucking fake ass fucking quack and that caterpillar eyebrow. So I was done at that point. So I had ducked out from your channel, but I do apologize again for the quick, sudden dismissing of you over Martin. I mean, right, everybody can be a Monday morning quarterback, but there's nothing else I can do.
Oh no, that's
well, you know, now I have to go, but please let me say this. I do apologize for calling you a buddy boiler, but you know, I really thought you were. So
what would that be?
Like
I don't know.
A weird blind date that, you know, was ending kind of awkwardly. So I'm off, y'all. And I'll talk to y'all in a little bit, Kelly and Jen and everybody in the chat. Thanks, guys.
All right. Bye. So now,
thank God she's gone.
Oh, geez.
Never wanted her up here in the first place.
Obama, whatever. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Can we have concrete proof of what makes Martin dangerous? Well, I have concrete proof, but I don't have it off the top of at my fingertips right now. But there is proof that he has charges and convictions of cyber. Is it stalking or terrorism?
You know what? Where is, actually, hang on a second. I'm going to pull something up. Go ahead. I'm going to pull something up there.
No,
I'm
trying to think of what it was. I know that something happened in 2011, and
is that like a conviction or?
Yep, it was a cyber.
Oh shit!
Keep wanting to say terrorism. I remember thinking terrorism. That's crazy.
Cyber terrorism.
Yeah, because he was terrorizing people.
Wouldn't that be cyber stalking?
Stalking.
Either way, it's not cyber stalking, maybe.
Yeah, but I remember thinking
cyber stalking terrorism. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember thinking, going, "Wow, what?" You know, but I sent that stuff to Helen Schaefer, and instead of keeping it, because I said, you know, I have my daughter, I need to be protective of her. I don't know who I'm dealing with. This man is capable of, you know, bad things. And she's like, how do you know that? Like trying to, prompt more and more for me. And I kept telling her, I said, you know, please, I don't want any part of it. You know, I have my daughter. I just need to be protective. And I feel, you know, like I should, you know, I shouldn't have gotten involved to begin with. And she, sure enough, goes on Dorothy's panel and shows all those messages. And then they said, I put him in danger. I said, how did I put him in danger? I talked to Helen. Helen put him in danger.
Well, of course, it's always, it was kind of like the other day. I'm not going to pull the screenshot up. That's the link. I just dropped the link, guys, to Kelly's live stream that she just made public. Did you make it public again? Anyways, even if it's not, there's a link. She just
it's
made it
unlisted. They can,
they can click the link and see it. So that was when, it looks like it's 4 hours in total. So
yeah, it was long.
I only got a few clips. I didn't realize it was that long, but so that was the couple clips that I've played. That's the stream that Martin Deehan was on from September 5th, 2020.
Absolutely. I'm going to jump down.
Okay. Well,
but I appreciate you so much. And I appreciate you letting me up here and telling, I know it was half told. we did it half-assed kind of because we were kind of like rushing, but I just appreciate you. Thank you.
Oh, not a problem. I'm glad you felt
I wish you the best. And I'm watching. I'm still here.
All right. Thanks, Kelly. You take care. We'll talk to you soon.
You too.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Give me a sec here, guys. Uno momento, señores and señoritas. Bear with me. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, so I just dropped the two links again for the two comparison photos that I showed there a little bit ago. For hang on while I pull them up. All right, that's right. All right, that's right. All right. All right, that's right. Dun dun dun. Biggest catfish of Watts Island history. Actually, I'm going to stop showing this one. Hang on. There we go. That's better. That one's my perfect one, or my preferred one. And Ba-da-ba-ba. Oops. Hang on, guys. Well, he definitely has been very shady. There's something going on. It's not the same person that is, even if it does end up being that person on the panel is this so-called Martin Deehan. There's shady shit going on, Friar Dancer, and it can't be ignored. There's so much shady shit that surrounds Martin Deehan. He can't ever, like, what about the Ofcom bullshit? He fed us a bunch of bullshit. He's fed us a bunch of bullshit regarding Ofcom. Ofcom is only dealing with UK-based video sharing platform providers that are based, their jurisdiction is in the UK. Any of those video sharing platform companies that fell under that jurisdiction had to formally file with Ofcom by April of 2021. That's over a fucking year ago. The reason why YouTube is not on that list is because YouTube jurisdiction is in the United States of America. Unless Ofcom's organization change, their focus and goal is solely on UK jurisdiction video sharing platforms only. I just put up a video about that the other day. I actually played it at the beginning of this stream, so if you missed it, you can go back and watch it there. There's shit with Claire. Anytime, it's just an accumulation of everything. I mean, do whatever you want. I don't care. But at this point, anybody that's going to continue to support Martin, you're no better than armchair detective sheeples turning a blind eye to the fuckery. Anytime he throws out garbage that has nothing, no facts to back it, his shit up, he dirty deletes all the time. Whenever he's never apologized or owned up to a single mistake or incorrect information. In fact, the opposite happens. He turns around and basically shames, threatens, aggressively intimidates people. That's how somebody that's on the up and up doesn't act. And he's not in IT fucking security of any kind. Anybody, I work in IT. I'm not in IT security. I do hardware and software support. I've never claimed to be an IT security professional. But even somebody that can troubleshoot and diagnose software, hardware problems, can take a computer apart and put it back together and it'll work. Even I know that there are massive alarm bells when it comes to Claire Morgan showing God knows how many people the lawyer portal massively breaching privacy protection for people that contacted Cohen Davis, all of Frankie's case evidence. That should, instead, what does Martin do? He doesn't bat an eyelash to it. As a matter of fact, he pulls a 180 after 10 months and suddenly, publicly, aggressively tells everyone he supports Claire. As a matter of fact, he, according to him, and again, his stories have always been inconsistent, but they're very inconsistent. So he just started, a few months ago, he just started supporting Claire. Well, he came out about 4 days ago with this comment, which completely contradicts him only a couple, like 2 months ago at most, changing his stance on Claire. So this was maybe 4 or 5 days ago at most. So the question is about BAM. This is what I want you to actually read, is this comment down here from Martin Deehan. I didn't support her, meaning Bam. I was trying to make her change and do something positive. I have it all in emails. I started the fundraiser in order for her to stop harassing Claire, since I knew already then that she was wrong. Unfortunately, I was wrong. Now, hang on a minute. So, October 18th, 2021, he starts the roof fund for for Bam. Hang on. Is it? Here we go. So again, this is a screenshot from his video on October. So in October, he already knew that Claire was everything she said she was. However, Shirley and company didn't get on Bam's panel to talk about Claire until Halloween night, October 31st. Salty and I did not expose Claire and her fuckery with the strikes falling off Alan's channel until November 5th or 6th. So that alone contradicts itself. But if he knew then and say he did believe, why was he putting up fucking videos and community posts from December 2021 and on saying that Claire lied? Claire, the reason that the community broke was was built on is because of honesty, and Claire ruined that. I'm going to get that. Give me a sec, guys. Bow, 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 bow. So, I'm going to leave that up for a minute. I'm not going to read it out because I kind of like the fact that I sort of got a voice back. I'll just leave it up here for a minute. I'll continue. All right, so you get the idea. So that was October 18th. Now, let us, and I do not mean the vegetable, let us pull up, okay? So according to him, he knew back in October that she was everything that she said she was, never mind the fact that we didn't expose her for being the non-lawyering liar that she is, and that the copyright strikes fell off because she's a complete fucking idiot. This is Martin 7 months ago. Which would have been February. The very last part of that post. See, and again, oops. Sorry, guys. It comes down to all of these massive contradictions. Being honest has been the key word all the way. Claire ruined that, and I can't be part of it. But that's directed at her, not the family. So everything he's been saying, he's been putting out, it not only contradicts himself, but when he's asked questions, he hasn't addressed anything that Salty and I have been throwing at him the last week. This is what's come back. You know? Never owns up to anything. He hides, he runs, he disappears, he dirty deletes. That's right, capiche? So I'm going to take a sec. Will the real Martin please stand up? Please stand up. So I'm just going to take a second here. And I'm going to lighten the mood. Sunray, this is for you and your sexy leg. Beep, beep.
This bandwagon has got a hand. It's like they draw cartoons of you, they make you look bad in a photograph, they humiliate you, take pleasure in humiliating you. And they do cartoons of me in underpants. Yeah, cartoons of me in underpants. I think it's funny. Now look at these supporters. Look, see that person on the screen, right? Sunray, yeah, he looks at the script on the ceiling a few times. I don't read the script on the ceiling. And look what he's done. That's a drawing of me. Some fat bloke with extra big glasses and pants on. Right? This is my life. And they do cartoons of me in underpants. Yeah, cartoons of me in underpants. I think it's funny. I'm a senior. I'm over 60. It's illegal. Now look at these supporters. Look, see that person on the screen, right? Sunray, yeah, he looks at the script on the ceiling a few times. I don't read the script on the ceiling. And look what he's done. That's a drawing of me. Some fat bloke with extra big glasses and pants on. Right? This is my life. Right, I want to swear now. Red car, red car, red car. And I don't believe in the red car. How'd you like this? Red car. That's the word you don't want to hear, isn't it? Red car. Red car. Red car. Friggin' red car was there. Red car. Red car. Red car. Red car. Red car. Friggin' red car was there. Red car. Red car. Red car. Means Chris in act alone. Right, I want to swear now. Red car, red car, red car. You fucking liar. You absolute liar.
Say what?
You fucking liar. You absolute liar.
Well, isn't that special?
If you tell the truth, you don't have to have a good memory.
Somebody, I think it was Angie Babe, that made a comment along the lines of people pay hundreds and hundreds of pounds for those type of caricatures, and it's so realistic and lifelike in cartoon form. I thought you would get a kick out of that, Sunray. I totally did. I totally did. Big bloke with big oversized glasses and pants. Actually, no, it was underpants. You're the one that brought back out the cartoon underpants, Alan. You got nobody to thank but yourself, you pervy fucking fraud. I love how you went into the safe haven of Patreon to tell your patrons that I call you a crooked con man and a pervy fraud. You wouldn't admit that on YouTube, would you? Oh, man. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to wind it up here. I mean, wind it up. We're just starting. I'm going to wind it down. Always a lady AD. Yeah. So this is kind of where we're at. No idea who the fuck Martin Deehan is, who is behind that channel, and what the fuck is going on. You got a lot of things you need to answer for, Martin Disgrace Deehan. The Ofcom bullshit, you lied to us this entire time. People trusted you and took you at their word. I mean, for myself, I never thought of needing to look into you, and I'm not over on that side of the world. Once again, like the Claire thing, just trusted and believed that you knew what was what. Yeah, you didn't know shit. You took this whole community or all of these people. There's no community left between you and Claire. You guys have done a really good job. And I don't care about the conspiracy. If, you know, he is working for NK's lawyers, I mean, whatever. Fact of the matter that he would even more just prove he's a shady as fuck shit. But there's some serious fuckery going on. And as I said, support who you want. I fucking hate that. I would never tell anybody where to go on YouTube. I never have. I'm not monetized. As Sam says, I've got no horse in this race anymore. And I never got a death threat from a fake horse that I bet on either, just as a side note. So, I mean, I have no horse in this race. But those that are over there still staunchly supporting Martin, go right ahead. Support Martin all you want. But all I can say is you are just as bad as Scam Chair Detective Sheeples turning a blind eye to his fuckery. And I would like to say, it's illegal, damn it. They make cartoons of me in underpants. I'm over 60. It's illegal. Trying to throw in, no, I'm winding it down now, Baroness. Trying to throw in like ageism as a justifiable argument for making a parody of fucking cartoon underpants. Could have been worse. It could have been a banana hammock, or as Lady Witch Bitch pointed out, she was preferably happy that he was drawn with pants, with underpants on, period. See, it could always be a lot worse. Like I said to Cassius, I commented under Cassius's comment to me. I replied, he mentioned something about Thai blue as a color. I said, well, if you take the Thai blue and his Cheeto shade of orange and mix those colors together, you get nothing but brown fucking shit mud. Very suiting. Very suiting. So, yeah, that's where we're going to end our Sunday fun day. I'm going to close out this stream with the cult favorite behind Goodbye Horses, who disappeared for decades and died at 61 on July 19th. That mysterious cult artist, best known for that 1988 single Goodbye Horses, which was featured predominantly in The Silence of the Lambs. Her real name, Q Lazarus. Her real name was Diane Lucky. Lucky or Luckney. She did die on July 19th. So I want to thank everybody. Pardon me. That was that watch that was here in the chat. My lovely mods, the watchers, the lurkers. And you know what? Even the haters too. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
for